Welcome back to the channel. So a month ago I did my first selection video for the year. I have SUPERCOACH Plus, so I was able to access the team selection thing a month early. I've had a month to fiddle around and change the setup of my team. At first I wanted Tommy Turbo set in stone in my team, but through changing my team, I've now found having Tedesco and Pappenhausen is the way to go. A lot of people in a lot of podcasts have said the same thing. Some people are still suggesting Turbo because he could come out flying, but having two gun fullbacks to start the year is what I'm going to do. It was my biggest mistake last year, not starting two gun fullbacks. I had two gun hookers and they failed miserably. So I'm going to start with two gun fullbacks. And the problem with also only having Tommy Turbo is you have to try and cover the points in a different area without as much cap, salary cap. So it was really hard to do. So having Tedesco and Pappenhausen sets up a good base, and then from there it's much easier to build the rest of the team. That's what I found anyway. Like, I found it hard to have Tommy Turbo and then work around the team. So Chris Randall at the Knights should have that hooker role, hopefully. Super cheap, so he's in. I've got Harry Grant as my other hooker. I'm hoping after round one, Harry Grant, even if he doesn't start, I'm pretty sure his average is like 70 or something like that. Okay, 70, he's going to get 70, 60. So Harry Grant this year, he had a shoulder injury through last year or something like that. So hopefully this year, Harry Grant is going to be even better than he was that first year at the Tigers. Payne Haas, Pangai Jr. Pangai Jr. dual flexibility, so move him up and down. That's what I've got, dual flexibility here in the second row. This guy from Newcastle. Curran, Tupanua, Radley, second row. Mainly because the Roosters are back to full strength. A lot of people are also saying the same thing, that they're going to have a stellar year because last year they were just decimated by injury, like from the start. So this is the year for them all to come out and prove themselves. So Tupanua, Radley at the last half of the last year was just woeful. He got suspended for like 6 weeks or something like that. 2 suspensions. He was out for like 4 or something, and then got another. He could have been out for 8 weeks. It was crazy. Hastings, Jackson Hastings, come back from like 3 or 5 years in the English Super League, so he's much more mature. Very cheap. Luke Keary, hoping he has a really good year. Brian Tito, Ewan Aitken, who's starting at second row, so Ben Travojevic up here to use that dual flexibility. Selwyn Cobbo hopefully gets a starting position over the other backs at the Broncos. The Broncos have like a lot of backs. They've got Asako, Oates, Bronco Lee, someone else from the English Super League as well. And they're the ones that are just biting for this for a few positions. Joseph Suwali, Tedesco, Pappenhausen. So the cheapies, Tass from the Rabbitohs, who was at the Broncos apparently last year and looks really good. And there's a position available there as Braden Burns has left to the Bulldogs, and there's another spot. Dane Gagai's gone as well, so there's positions there at the Rabbitohs. Panisi, there's a spot there, 2 spots there at the Parramatta with Sevo and Ferguson out. Tago hopefully can come into that team. And all of this is going to come down to that first teams list Tuesday. So hopefully, even if he doesn't start Tass, I'm going to keep him in my side. Ilias and Tafty. So dual flexibility with Ilias, Hastings, Kiri, all halfback 5'8", so they can switch around. If Taft isn't playing, Ilias is going to play. If Ilias isn't, Taft is surely going to play. Ruben Cotter supposedly starting at lock, so he's dual position as well. So later down the track, if Randall makes 200k and peaks, Cotter can go up into the hooker position. This dude here supposedly played at the Knights a couple of games last year, I think. This guy here, he was just the cheapest one I could afford. Oops, sorry about that. He was just the cheapest one I could afford to get in here. That was the vacant spot I had after I got everyone else. I was hoping to get dual flexibility, but I'm short on cash. So hopefully someone comes up Teams List Tuesday that this is pretty much, I'm pretty sure this will be how my team looks, but there could be some changes if Randall doesn't get the starting spot. There's another a cheap starting hooker at another side, or even Starling, but I think he's more at Canberra if he gets starting position. So this is the team that I'm going to lock in, and I'm not going to make any changes to until that Teams List Tuesday. After this video, I'm not going to make any more videos. I'm going to keep it a secret up until that first round gets played, and then our teams are locked in, because I got my neighbor who I'm up against, and also my best friend. So what I'll do, I will leave a link in the description of the league that I'm in, and if you want to join that league, there's actually 2 leagues, join them. But because there's 2 leagues, only join the one, and that means there'll be more room for anyone else to join. Leave a comment down below what you think of the team balance overall, and the point scoring possibility. I'm kind of pretty happy with it. Look, there's a lot of other people I would have liked to have gotten in, but I just couldn't do it. But I'm kind of happy with that. Look, I know getting Brian Teo in is a lot of cash, 700k. Like, you could save 300 there, get another person in for 450, and use that 300 up here to get someone else. But I'm not going to do that. That's the way I'm going to go. Alright, thank you for watching. Leave a comment down below, hit like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.